A very good day to you people. My name is Mohit, and guys, today I'm going to show you three powerful methods used while using arrays. Let's see them. Okay, let me open up the actions panel, guys. And guys, now this is how you actually create an array. I've declared that I'm going to make a variable of the name my array. Okay, so I've named the array my array, and this is the type. So my array is of the type array, and guys, array are nothing but mega variables, a collection or a group of values. They can hold numbers, they can hold strings, they can hold a name of movie clips or buttons. Okay, and you can mix them all together, no problems at all. So this array my array is actually a collection of three values out here: number 100, number 200, and number 300. Cool. Okay, now guys, I'm gonna expose you to something called dot filters method. Let's check it out. I'm gonna create yet another variable or yet another array, and I'm gonna call it variable my new array of the type array, and I'll make it equal to my array dot filters. Okay guys, as you can see in the tooltip, it's asking for a function, and let me call that function less than 150. I'll put a semicolon out here. If I run now, obviously since I don't have the function less than 150, it's gonna give me an error, but that's okay. I'm gonna put the function up very soon. Right now guys, I need a function, and functions always start with the keyword function. So function space less than 150, that's the name of the function. Alright, and then let me pass in a few parameters. First one being element, type integer, then we have index, type integer, and then we have array, type array. That's the syntax, guys. A with capital A, array with capital A. Don't need the semicolon out here, need a comma. Alright, and in the end guys, I need to put in boolean. Cool. Let me start defining the function. Right, and all the function says is return element less than 150, the number 150, semicolon. So guys, this function less than 150 will help filter out the array and remove all the values which are less than 150 and put them inside the new array, my new array. Okay, so let's test it out. So I'm gonna say trace, obviously trace my new array, copy and a paste, and control enter on my keyboard to test the movie. And guys, very appropriately, the value that you see here in the output panel is 100. Let me add in a few more values and we'll go again. So let's say a 500, a 5, 45, test it again, and guys, this time it outputs three values and each value is less than 150. Cool. Let me just change this equation to, let's say, a greater than. What will happen? Obviously any value that is greater than 150, that's 200, 300, 500, gets output. Amazing. Very cool, very nice. Alright, so a very useful method, guys, the dot filter method. Let's check one more method out, and that, oh yes, before I actually move on to the next method, I want to show you that I can even have it test this way, the equality. So anything that is equal to 150, let's check that out. Well, nothing at all. Let's change this 150 to let's say a 500. Just have one value which is equal to 500. let's get two values equal to 500. Let's make this value equal to 500 as well. So you see these two values which are equal to 500 get output. Amazing. Cool. Okay, now that you're thorough with the filter method, guys, and have understood the efficacy of using the filter method, let's check the other one out, and that method is called the map method. Let's see what it can do for us. Let me change the name of the function. Let me call it let's map. Alright, let me grab this name and let me drop it out here. Alright, whatever I need to pass in as parameters stays the same, except that the boolean now changes to a number. Alright, and inside the function I need to say element plus let's say element plus how about 5. Let's remove the 500, make it 5, and now guys, what will happen? Number 5 will get added to each and every element of the array. So 100 becomes 105, 500 becomes 505, so on and so forth. So let's test it out. Control Enter on the keyboard. So guys, as you can see, 100 has become 105, 500 505, 305 505, so on and so forth. Great. Okay, I can even change it to a -100. Control Enter on the keyboard to test. That's 95, 495, 295. Amazing. I can even have a multiplication sign out here. Okay, so 100 becomes a 500 and 500 becomes 2500. Awesome. Okay, so guys, the dot map method and the dot filter method are very powerful, and I'm sure you agree to that. Okay, let's check out something else. Let's first get rid of this completely. Okay, now guys, this is a method that probably is familiar to you, right? So guys, let me ask you a question. If this number 500, I wish to replace it with yet another number. Let me say I want to replace 500 with 600. How would I do it? That's very simple. I would say my array I would say my array, and then I'll reference the index number 1, which is equivalent to the number 500. Okay, and make it equal to 600. Okay, let's see what will happen. Beg your pardon, I don't need to trace my new array. All I need to trace is my array. Let's test. Alright guys, as you can see, number 500 has been overwritten with the number 600. Very cool. So this is how you can actually override numbers. If I were to override the third value 300, so all I need to do is I need to just replace the index number, and I come up with 100, 500, 600. So the third value has been replaced. 300 has been replaced by 600. Cool. Now what if I wish to replace a whole chunk of numbers in the middle of the array? Let's see how that's possible. So I'm going to use the splice method. So I'm going to say dot splice. Alright, and then I need to say let's say a 2, 2, and then let's put in my name, which is Mohit, Manuja. Right, that's my surname. I'm an Indian, guys. I reside in Mumbai, India. Cool. So that's 2, 2, Mohit, Manuja. Now guys, I'll explain what has actually happened once I trace my array. So let's trace it first. Guys, see what's happened. The first number, the second numbers are intact, but the third and the fourth have been overwritten by my first and the last name. Okay, so the value 300 and 500. So after the first two entries, the next two entries have been overwritten with Mohit and Manuja. Right, So this is the splice method, guys. So guys, today we discussed the splice method, we discussed the dot filters method, and we discussed the dot map method. I think all of these are very powerful. You should use them. In my earlier tutorial, guys, I'd used the pop, push, the shift unshift, and I also clearly remember having used the dot length method. You should be checking that tutorial as well. That was a little basic, this is a little advanced. So guys, I hope you like this tutorial, and see you next time with yet another Flash with ActionScript 3 tutorial. You have a good day. Bye bye. Peace.